All right, we are part 7. We're in part 7, but before we get into this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn that button from red to gray. It's free, easy work. And I will gladly appreciate it. But so this video, we're gonna go ahead and finish the steering. Just finish mounting up. Well, put the seat back on. I mean, the bracket is done. Just go ahead and mount it and remove this brake and get the actual brake installed and probably start working on the floor, and that'll pretty much be it. I'm going, I gotta replace this. It's too big. I'm gonna get the smaller one that I have over here for this go-kart. I think that'll be better. Where is the brake? Oh, there it is. These work. All right, well, let me get y'all mounted up there and get to working. Talking too much. And y'all know my story, my theme. Way too much talking, not enough working. Man, this thing's almost done. Should be done today. All right, let's get the tubing out. All right, so basically what I'm about to do is I'm gonna go ahead and just cut this tubing. Let's see how bad it is. Might be a lot. Not this one. Not as much. All right, so if I cut this tubing to the length I was going to use this one, and then it's not working. And then I'm going to do a slit, and then bang this onto it. And then once I get it to the right size, I will weld around, and it should work just fine. But I had to drill like some holes so I can weld that to here too, so it's like mint. But first, I'm going to see if it's just fitting here. And then it's cooled off. I just did that. And hopefully it works. If not, I'll figure something else out. All right, let me go ahead and get this thing cut. I ain't gonna bore y'all with that. Y'all seen me cut pipe before. And then get mine. All right, let's get to it. Actually, to save myself some time, I got this line here already, so I'm gonna just go ahead and go all the way down, spread the tubing, put it on there, squeeze it, weld it. That way, I know it's gonna work first time, and then I will have front steering. And then I have to come over here, cut this. This is still bothering me. This will come off. I don't want this to catch on. Oh, good. It comes right off. Trash man. All right. I'm gonna knock this out real quick, and then I'll come back to it when I actually have it on there, starting to sleeve it on. Yeah, I think that's gonna work great. All right, now that I got that cut from the rooter to the tutor, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna bend this. It's hot right now. It's crazy, just by cutting it got that hot. See if I got something to pry it. think that's working. A little hot. A little hot. Hot potato. Alright, let me get these things off. It's still warm. Nope, gotta bend it more. Alright, so I'm gonna spread this a little bit more and then take these off and try to slide on that way. I'll be back. Alright, so here's what we have. Line up as straight as possible, but I'm gonna weld here, here, and then of course around, and probably try to do some gap welding. Let me see how I'm gonna do with that. Or I just might leave it like that and flip it upside down. Let's see. Easy work. All right, let me go ahead and weld these and then get some steering. Got to hit the record button, but we have steering. So I'm gonna go ahead and weld up on here some more. And I guess saw that or not. Yeah, we got steering. So I'm gonna weld up on here some more and cut here and relocate that. Yeah, it's looking good. All right, so I managed to get this piece of square tubing from a friend of mine. He gave it to me, and I'm probably gonna give him some things I have laying around. I'm gonna go ahead and, all right, so what the plan is, we'll cut this, so this will be like a, I don't know, I'm gonna put this piece of metal here, and I'm gonna put 2 pieces of metal right there, same square tubing, and that way I can put my pedals in, and I have enough like space to hook up the cables. So cables would probably be right here-ish, and I'll be able to put my foot in between. So I gotta make sure I remember that, because I want to make it wide enough so my foot fits in between and it doesn't slide left or right. So I have some kind of bracing that way also. So you'll see what I mean. But I just got to remember that the brake needs to be over far enough so I can actually get the pedal in. Find the brake pedal somewhere. Found the pedals. Just got to make sure that this one will be able to slide over, and it'll be away from the steering. That was another one of my concerns. So this thing, just to give you an idea. Still might be able to use that piece because it's a lot thinner and easier to cut. But I need to make sure that this can slide in there. So it looks like maybe this, I'm not even on there. So this can slide in here like that. So maybe I could line this up with this actual tubing right there. Looks like it'd be close, but I got that nut on there. So I'll probably have that one there and go the width of my foot. So probably a good 3, yeah, it looks like 3, maybe 4 inches. Put the gas pedal right there. This side. And then make up some, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna lock this in. I'll see. Maybe I have to zip tie it so that it'll stay. All right, let me go ahead and get the cutting and welding. All right, so this is basically the same concept as how I did with the seat. So the little wedge there, it's not even, but as long as I get it leveled, it'll be fine. Cut it a little bit too far, but it's too fine. It's fine. The little gap welding won't hurt much. And besides, just the pedal, so probably could just get away with just welding up here and up here, and it'll be fine. So what I did, took this, already marked. That needs to be cut, and this needs to be cut. Nice lined up. Probably won't be lined up, but go ahead and knock 2 of those out the same length, and then clean these off, make them like clean metal instead of the rust look it is. And then I'm going to weld it together, but before I do that, I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put the holes at for the actual pedals to go through. Try to center it up as much as possible, and then throw it on the bench drill, whatever they call it, table drill, table bench drill, whatever it's called. And these holes put in, might go the same length out as it is on here. And I don't know how that will feel, because as I remember, it's a little scrunched. Might move them up just maybe an inch. I think an inch will work. But we'll see once we get to that obstacle. But let me go ahead and cut these out. I'll come back once I get them cut out, cleaned up, and I'll clean up. And once I get them cleaned up, cleaned up, I'll show you exactly what I mean by what I want to do with them. All right, so I got them on. Oh, I didn't clean this floor. A lot of dirt came out of these tubing. And this is how basically it's gonna look. It works for me. I'm just thinking about effectiveness, not prettiness. If I was going for prettiness, I have a round tubing doing the half notch. Well, the curved notch moon. I call it the crescent moon notch. But anyways, now let me get these cleaned off, and I think I'm just going with the seam spot where it is, because if I go any farther forward, I risk my foot hitting the spring. So, but if I'm right there, that works out fine. All right, so I'm gonna measure this length, and then I'm just go with that from where that is to where my drilling point is, and then clean it up and weld it on. Make some tabs for the ends of these. That's going straight. This is going to be about right here. This one is going to be about the same. Let's see how that works. Man, that is just enough for the gas, the brake. Looks like it's a little more. I might get that other brake cable. That it's really long. It's like 88 inches. Like I'm gonna have to like go down here, around here. Like start from there. I have to go down there, around there, probably around. Then we'll loop it around. But it has 2 ends like this, which will work for me with the brake and the pedal. I'll see how this works first. If not, I'll just order that and then throw that on. All right, let's see here. Let's go ahead and get these drilled out and get started and get them welded on. All right, so here's the pedals. I like it. I gotta do another set on the other side, and or just take some metal for the foot brakes. I mean for the clutch, in case I decide to put something meatier back here, like I don't know, GX340 engine or GX10 1800, I don't know. But for now, this is gonna work. I haven't welded in, but I just want y'all to see this. I'm about to end the video now. It's getting pretty long, but I am going to continue. So it's going to be this video, and then probably next day, the next video is going to come out. I'm about to do the tabs for the floor, get the flooring, which is right here, cut, and switch out this foot brake and redo the brake, and that'll be it. That's pretty much it. Everything else is like cosmetic. Like I have to weld everything nice and get new shocks, paint the rims and paint the body. But for now, I just want to ride. I'm gonna go ahead and finish like welding up the brackets for the pedals. I'm gonna do the little tabs for the flooring. I'm gonna cut the flooring, and I will be redoing the brakes. And then after that, it'll be done. You know, everything's pretty much tacked still. Like right here is definitely tacked on. It's tacked on pretty good. It's like solid, but I am not gonna hit no off-roads with it. So, but it is good enough for me to go ahead and test ride around the block and get happy giggles and smiles. And I also want to see if this cable is going to work because of this right here. That's the only thing that I have a problem with it. But let me go ahead and get these tabs cut out. I think oh, there it is. I'm going to get these drilled out since I have the drill already hooked up. Slide this on in there. And beep boop, beep boop, beep boop. Easy work. All right, let me knock them out real quick. I ain't gonna bore y'all with that. And then I'll be right back. In case you're wondering why I haven't welded this together, is because I want to weld everything all at once. And I have like my extension cord for the welder going to my drill. So since I have the drill up, I might as well drill everything that needs to have holes in it. Except for like, I know it's like 2 things that I won't. Like 2 tabs for these because they're different sizes. But anyways, let me get the drill. All right, got them all drilled out perfectly straight. You would think I was a professional. Nah, that's like horrible. It's like if you look at them too long, you get seasick or motion sickness. All right, so now what I need to do is get my angle grinder, cutter, whatever it's called today, and cut where I have these lines at. And cut straight across and up. I'm gonna use those tabs, the open end facing down. I'm like right here. Let's see, right here. Actually, right there, there. Let me use water so y'all can actually see. Like, guess like maybe here, here, in between there. 2 of them right here, and then same on the other side. That way, I can actually stand on the floor, which I ain't really worried about staying on the floor. All I'm worried about is the sound it makes when it passes up another man. And they're like, Monica, I don't like the steering radius. I wanted more steering, but I guess it's okay. We'll see. If anything, I'll pull out the other one that's a little bit longer because it has a better steering radius. I think it's like right there. And cut these, make them shorter. Too easy. Like I initially was going to do in the earlier video. All right, so now let me go ahead and get my angle just over there. Cut them off, and then I need to get my other angle. What's that? There it is. The bigger one. I'm gonna use this. Well, waste of money. I'm gonna use this to go right here. Drill a little hole there. Maybe a bigger hole. See if that'll fit. Cause I make my own little cable, gas cable, carburetor, gas cable, throttle cable, whatever you want to call it, mounts. So what I do is I drill a hole and then I cut a little slit so that the cable will slide through, and then it'll go all the way through. Pretty smart, ain't I? I know. Thank you. I'll be here all day. All right, so let me go ahead and drill that one last hole I need to, and then should be good. Just hope that hole's gonna be big enough. If not, I have to figure something else out. It's gonna be a pain in the butt, but we got this. Let's do this. Whoa, chaos. All right, so I got the tabs, well, the linkage, I guess, I don't know what you would call it, cut out. Hope this isn't hot. I just cut them. Yeah, it's hot. It's hot. It's hot. Basically, what you see is drilled a hole and then I just put a little slit in there. And this one's too big for this one. It's perfect size for that one. But luckily, I'm able to use it back here on the brake cable. So now I need to take the brakes off. Well, take the axle off, switch out the disc, put the new disc on. That way I can go ahead and mount the caliper and everything will be done. Wow, this is going pretty fast. Kind of scary how fast it's going today. Maybe it's like, you know what, trying to keep you safe. You don't want to be safe? All right, fine. Don't be safe then. But yeah, if I recall, I think I had to drill out these holes here. I just tighten them down as hard, as tight as I can get them. And look at that. That looks dope though, man. I like how that looks on the one side. I don't know why people don't do it, because that's how we drive regular cars, with the right foot. All right, so let me go ahead and measure this out. Line it up perfectly fine, which it looks like right there is perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and get my marker, draw a line, tack it on, put it back on, and the throttle will be done. Just gotta put like something back here. Let me live zoom this. All right, so I need to put something back here to stop it so I don't rip out the cable or mess up my carburetor. No, that'll be too easy. Just a quick tack of a little piece of metal. No harm, no foul. I may need to use the spring. But anyways, let me go ahead and get my marker. I'm going to go ahead and mark this up. And then go ahead and start welding this all together. I still got to drill another hole in the angle iron for this one, a smaller hole. Ooh, moly, I lost it. Yeah, smaller hole so that that'll slide through, and figure out how I'm gonna keep it in the hole, because if the brakes go out, it'll be a bad day. All right, let's go.